Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Mindy Gray. I'm here to do about an hour Vinyasa Flow class today. So it is about a level 2 class, but it really can be modified for anyone. So don't be afraid. You can skip. You'll see me do all kinds of things. I will do full chaturangas on my knees, and I will skip them all together. So I'll just throw that in throughout. If you need child's pose, take child's pose, or just sit down and have a drink of water. Again, you'll see me do that too. I'm not using music, so if you want to grab a Spotify playlist or a SoundCloud or whatever, iTunes, you can just Google yoga music, choose upbeat or low key, depending on your mood. Anyway, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment on the feel free to comment and I can get back to you. Also, if you are interested, an instructor friend of mine and I are switching off every other day doing live yoga classes. So again, just comment on the video and you can give me your email and I'd be happy to include you in those emails with the Zoom link. So, okay. My daughter's working from home. You'll hear her upstairs. My husband's working from home. You'll hear him over there. There'll probably be a dog sighting. Who knows? So, all right, let's do this. All right, so we're going to start at the top of our mat. I'm cold right now, so I'm going to wear my wear my shirt. Yeah, there we go. All right, standing with your big toes touching with your heels slightly separated, or you can take your feet about hip width apart, feet parallel. Oh, also, it's good to have water. I have water. And if you have a block, it would be great to use that. If you don't have a block, you can use a firm, like a small firm sofa pillow or a box that has something in it that's not too heavy. So, but I don't have any blocks. Somehow they were absconded with my last private class. So, all right, roll the shoulders back and down. Take a moment just for silence. Take this moment to connect with your breath, as well as to set an intention for the class today. And an intention can be really anything. Maybe it's something that you want to accomplish here on the mat, like just move and breathe, or stay present, or honor your body, or challenge yourself. It also can be just sending good juju, either to somebody you know or out into the world. So any of those are good intentions. So take about 4 breaths. You can bring your hands to heart center if you want. Set an intention for your practice. Nice. All right, let's do just a couple of breaths together. So drop your hands down and roll your shoulders back, kind of turn your palms facing out. Inhale nice and slowly through the nose. And exhale, open your mouth. Make it sound like you're trying to fog up a mirror or a little bit like the ocean. Let's do that 2 more times. And again. Nice. Now seal your lips and do a cyclical breath. Inhales and exhales pretty much the same length. When you're not moving, they start out kind of slow and methodical and meditative. And as you start to move, that breath will start to speed up as you move. We match breath to movement a lot in Vinyasa Flow classes. Vinyasa Flow, that's what Vinyasa means, is breath to movement. All right, so go ahead and take 1 more inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Let's start out. Inhale, reaching up into Tadasana, reach up. Get really long. Let's do a side bend. Grab your left wrist and take it up and over. So here, you're going to want to root into the mat, really push down into that left foot and pull on that wrist. And then open up the rib cage just a little bit. Look underneath your tricep, your bicep. And then inhale. Switch. And then rotate back. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back bend. Push your hips forward when you back bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. So you can take a flat back forward fold. You can push the walls away like this, or you can bring your hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Tabletop your back, look straight down, but don't lock out your knees. Exhale, soften and bow forward. Inhale, Tadasana, sweep up, look up. Palms together, thumbs at your heart center. Let's do that one more time, a little sun breath. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach up, look up. Palms together and hands to heart center. We'll start out with some sun salutations. So inhale, reach up, Tadasana. Exhale, flat back fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, look down. This is your preparation for Chaturanga. So we're going to start slowly here. Starting in a high plank. Push away like you're trying to dome the space between your shoulder blades. Press into your hands, into the pads of your fingers, into your toes. Inhale, shift forward. Your elbows are going to come into your rib cage. Use your knees if you need to. Let's lower in 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down to your belly. Nice. Take Sphinx pose for starters. Take your elbows, push them into the mat. Press your forearms and your hands. Press your toes into the mat. And pull your elbows back toward you. Should feel a nice stretch in the front of the body. Take an inhale here. And exhale, drop down. Slide your fingers back underneath your shoulders. And then gently peel your chest up. Activate the upper back, lengthen the neck. Breathe here. And exhale, come down. Slide your hands all the way back to the bottom rib unless you don't want to do up dog. Otherwise, you can go ahead and take cobra or sphinx. And then peel the chest up. Inhale all the way up. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Fire up your quadricep muscles, the front of the thigh. Pull your shoulders back. Press into the mat. And on your next exhale, roll or flip the feet. Roll over your toes or flip the feet. Downward dog. So take a few breaths in your downward dog. Maybe shake out your head. Yes and no. Press your hands into the mat like you're trying to push the front of your mat forward. Sink your heels. Let's walk out the dog. Bending into one knee and sending the other heel down. And switching side to side. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Really trying to, again, relax the neck and lengthen the hips. All right, let's come to the top of the mat. So lift your heels, take a big inhale. Finish your exhale, bend your knees, and then step to the top of the mat at the bottom of your exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root all the way and rise all the way up. Palms together, hands to heart center. All right, I'm going to disrobe. All right, let's do that again. You can come all the way down to your belly just like we did, or you can lower to the height of your elbows in Chaturanga. So let's move with breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, really strong. Nice. Inhale, shift forward, either lower to your belly or to the height of your elbows for Chaturanga. Then flip to the tops of the feet, choose your back bend, shine your heart and pull your hands slightly towards you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sink your heels, breathe. Your drishti, that's where your focal point is. Your drishti in down dog is kind of either between your knees or your legs or even at your belly button. Breathe here. Really bring the heart center toward the knees and rotate your triceps so that they come toward your body and the inner elbows come forward. All right, so lift your heels, take a big inhale. Finish your exhale, stop, step, maybe hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, reach up for Tadasana. Let's take a side bend to the right. Any kind of side bend that feels good. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, Tadasana, reach up. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Really lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga to the height of your elbows or to the belly. Then find a back bend that works for you. And exhale, use your belly to shift from your back bend to down dog. Don't just try to muscle through it with your hands. Use your strong core and strong back. Inhale, lift your heels. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, step or hop. Top of mat. Find some length, breath in. We're moving with breath as we exhale. Inhale, Tadasana. Sweep up, get as tall as you possibly can, and we'll take it straight back down. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga. This time you can take it high to low, all in one exhale. Use your knees if you want. Skip if you want. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk your hands back towards your feet only about 3 or 4 inches. Glue your left hand to the mat. Take your right hand, reach it in and under to the outer edge of that left leg. It can be anywhere you want, careful of the back of the knee. Then use your strong right arm to pull and twist as you use your strong left arm to push away. And then switch. Such an attractive look upside down. Press your right hand into the mat, pull and look under your right arm. Twist in the mid-back. Replace that hand. Nice. Inhale, lift your heels, and then exhale, spring or step to the top of the mat. Lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, Tadasana, sweep up. Look up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. So making sure you're at the top of the mat, you can have your big toes to touch, again, with a little sliver of light between your heels so it looks kind of like this. Or you can take your feet hip width apart. All right, chair pose. So sweep your hands up. I always reach down and tap the mat. Kind of helps me get a little lower. And then lift your heart. So pull the low ribs in. Your weight is in your heels. You could wiggle your toes if you want. If this bothers your shoulders, cactus. Yeah, you can fly your arms out. Anything works. Just turn the pinkies in if your hands are above your head. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to take a vinyasa. This time I'm just going to wait for you guys in down dog. Check in with your breath. Check in with your body. Maybe check back in with your intention. Inhale, float your right leg behind you. On your exhale, bring your knee in and shift your weight so your shoulders are over your wrists. Inhale, reach back up. Let's do that again. Pull the thigh close into your belly. Come way up on your left toes. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, around. And step through. Take your left hand down. You can put that left hand on a block if you have one. Inhale, float your right hand up for easy twist. Shift front to back here. Yeah, kind of get some mobility in your ankle. Nice. Take an inhale. Find some stillness. On your exhale, step back and step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair. Utkatasana. Sink back. I'm going to take a drink of water. Utkatasana means fierce pose. It really doesn't mean chair. Nice. Breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, step or float back, either taking a vinyasa or just going straight to down dog. Big exhale as you move into downward dog, and right away float your left leg up and back. Keep your hips square here. On your next exhale, pull your knee in, shift your weight forward. Really working on strong abdominals here. Inhale. Exhale, use that strong core to help you push away. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it in, and then step through. Take your right hand down. Left hand up for easy twist, and then rock front to back a little. Breathe. Try not to let your leg fall open. Keep it nice and tight into your belly, but at the same time, you don't want to dump your ribs onto that inner thigh. Find some stillness, take an inhale. Exhale, look down, touch down, step up. Top of mat, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, Utkatasana, sweep your hands up. Shift your hips back. Inhale, reach up. And palms together, hands to heart center. Excellent. All right, chair pose. So go ahead. Again, I always tap the mat. And then sweep up on your inhale. On your exhale, one-legged mountain pose with your left leg lifted up high. Yeah. Bring your hands to prayer. And then take your left ankle to your right knee in figure 4. So for this particular one, keep your elbows up. Keep your chest lifted. This left toe is flexed, so it kind of looks like this. Find your drishti, your focal point, something that's not moving to stare at. We're going to flow a little bit through here. All right, so inhale, maybe. One-legged mountain pose. Exhale, step back to high lunge. Sink nice and deep here. Fire up your left leg, bend deeply into your right knee. And see if you can stack, if it's okay with your toes. Stack your heel up over your toes. Take an inhale, cactus your arms, and float your leg back up into one-legged mountain pose. Hands to prayer, figure 4. One-legged mountain pose on your inhale. Exhale, step back for high lunge. One more time, one-legged mountain pose, inhale. Hands to prayer, figure 4. Inhale, sweep it up, Ekapada Tadasana. Step back into high lunge. Now you take an inhale here, bring your palms together. Lean forward, really strong in both legs. Take a twist to the right. Push your elbow into your knee and your knee into your elbow. Pull your right shoulder back. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, deepen your twist. Look down, touch down, step back. Take a vinyasa of some kind if you would like. Or just step back to downward facing dog and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Nice breath in and breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, grab the mat. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Find some length on your inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, chair pose. Nice. One-legged mountain pose with your right leg lifted. Lift it really high. So if you lift your knee high above your belly button, you should feel that low belly working. Bring your hands to prayer. Take your figure 4. Balance pose. Your weight shifts back into your left heel. Your shoulders relax, but your back is active and your belly is pulled in. One leg mountain pose again. Inhale, float up. Carefully and with control, step back for high lunge. So you should have, when you're in these lunges, your feet should be hip width apart. Okay, so not on a tightrope. Hip width, nice square hips, nice low stance. All right, let's flow. One-legged mountain pose, take an inhale. Figure 4, hands to prayer. Reach up, knee up, inhale. Step it back for high lunge. Again, one-legged mountain pose. Figure 4. Reach back up and step it back. One more time. Float your leg up. Sink down, chest high. Inhale. Exhale, step back for high lunge. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, place your hands down, step back. Vinyasa your way to down dog. Or just step back to down dog. Breath in. Exhale, open mouth. Press the chest toward the thighs. Reconnect. Make your breath nice and cyclical. Nice job. All right, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen breath in, exhale, bow. Inhale, chair. So again, sinking down into chair, holding here. So this is going to be a pretty flowy practice, the rest of it. It's kind of a good way to get out of your own head. If you're having to just think about moving your body, right now I think it's nice to think all of us are in our heads a little bit. We're spending a lot of time cooped up, obviously. So a practice like this is really going to help get you out of your head, and it is a little bit cardiovascular since it's a lot of movement, so it releases those endorphins. All right. So sit down in your chair. Nice. Clasp your hands behind you. So after I said that we're going to have a flowy practice, we're going to hold for a minute. So I have a messed up elbow. It doesn't straighten all the way, but try to straighten your arms as much as possible. Lift your hands up. If this doesn't work, you can grab a scarf or a towel. Nice. Keep your chin lifted and lift your heels. Breathe. Pull your belly in. Open up the heart center. Nice. Gently drop your heels. Release your hands without snapping. Reach up. And now drape your belly over your thighs for skier's pose. Look straight down. Your thighs should be parallel to the floor. You're going to take your left hand forward and your right hand back. Switch. Inhale. Take a break if you need to. Pull the belly button up off of those thighs. One more inhale, left forward. Exhale, right forward. Take your hands out, airplane, and then forward fold. Shake out your legs, shake out your head. Yeah. All right, halfway lift, breath in. Step your left foot back for high lunge. Make sure you're on those parallel lines. Feet are hip width apart. Nice. Breathe here. Open arm twist. Take your left hand forward and your right hand back. So reach that right hand back so you're not reaching forward. Trying to stack your shoulders over your hips. Take an inhale here. Exhale, open up for warrior two. You're going to heel toe your front foot to the middle of the mat. So if you drew a line from your heel to your foot, you'd either bisect that foot or would just land somewhere along your left foot. This left foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Right hand is fired up, left hand is fired up equally. Yeah, so don't forget you have a left hand in this pose. Nice. Flip your palm or reverse your warrior. So really reach up and then back. And then coming into side angle pose, reach up and over. This is extended side angle, rotate your rib cage back. We're going to flow here. Back to warrior two, gaze is over your right middle finger. Palms together over your head. Exhale, sink. Reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale for warrior two. Exhale, lift. Sink down. Reverse, just matching breath with movement. Side angle. One more time to two. Straighten, look up. Press the imaginary boxes down. Reverse inhale. And side angle on your exhale. Look down. Take your left hand inside your left foot, right foot. Pick your left heel up. Take your right hand up. You can stay here or feel free now to move into side plank. Stack your legs. Lift your hips. You can come down on your elbow. You'll see I'll do that on the other side. Take an inhale here. This is one of the best things you can do for the muscles along your spine. Exhale, high plank. You can go directly to down dog or take a vinyasa. Breathe. And know, again, anytime you need to take a break, you can put your knees down. Child's pose, if you're unfamiliar, looks like this, or like this, or like this. So take a break if you need it. All right, from your down dog, Lift your heels. Finish your exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. See if you can do that without landing really hard. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Take your hands back behind you. This time clasp them in the weird way. It kind of feels like you're holding a stranger's hand. Nice. Lift up. Stretch. You've got it. And then carefully drape your belly over your thighs one more time. Reach forward. Inhale. Maybe you lift your heels up in this skier's pose for 5, 4. Pull that belly button up. Lift the hands up. 3, 2. Forward fold. Relax. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. I hope I can remember what we did. Exhale, step your right foot back for high lunge. Nice. Really strong, taking up a lot of space on the mat, a lot of space in the room. And then open up into awkward twist. Right hand forward, left hand back. But again, try not to lean forward. Reach back. This is really good for your mid-back, twisting in that mid-back where we don't have a lot of mobility. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, open up for warrior 2. Sink nice and deep. Gaze over your left middle finger. Shoulders are relaxed. Open up your heart in this warrior 2 just a little bit, like you're pulling your hands back just a little. Reverse. Lengthen on both sides of the body. Side angle pose, forearm to your knee. Reach up and forward. Rotate your right rib cage back. Try to pull the low ribs in. Let's flow. So warrior 2. Inhale, palms over your head. Exhale, back down to 2. Reverse breath in. Side angle, exhale. Back to 2. Gaze is soft. Hands up over your head, my bad. And exhale, come down. Reverse on your inhale. Reach forward and lengthen, ground into the outer edge of your right foot. One more time for 2. Inhale, press. Exhale, resist the air down. Reverse inhale. And side angle on your exhale. One inhale here. Look down first, so you always look where you want to go. Metaphor for life. Right hand down. Right heel up. Easy twist. So for me, on my bad arm, I always do a side plank on my elbow. But do whatever works for you. Option to put your knee down. Option to put your top leg in front. Other option, of course, is to lift your leg up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, high plank. Chaturanga or not. Inhale. Exhale, roll over the toes. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, flow forward. Exhale, elbows down. Elbows back, or hands back up. Downward facing dog. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale forward. This time put your opposite elbow down first. Walk it back up. Downward facing dog. Last time, forward. Other elbow down. Back up. Downward dog. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, float your right leg behind you. Open up this time. You can drop your heel. Maybe peek under your left armpit. See if you can see your foot. Extend your legs, square your hips. Exhale for warrior 2. So you're going to go directly into warrior 2, opening up to the side. Check your alignment. Reverse breath in. Back to 2. Side angle. Back to 2. Straighten your front leg. I like to narrow up my stance here. Square off your hips. Reach forward. Take your right hand down. your left hand up. So there is no magic to having your hand all the way down here if it makes your shoulder drop. So pull the shoulder blades back, lean back a little, reach up. Nice. One more inhale, and on your exhale, reach forward. Stay here, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can reach your bottom arm. Take a big breath in. Please don't do this if it doesn't work for your back. Exhale, reverse triangle. So keep this front leg straight. Reach forward. Nice. Back to warrior two. We're going to do a little balance pose here. Flip your right palm. Take a look over that palm into something, again, that's not moving, coming into what's called flying warrior. So your hips are stacked. It's a little like half moon if you're familiar with half moon. Hips are stacked. Right hand palm up, left hand palm down. Find some equanimity here. Breathe. Inhale, and on your exhale, step back into warrior two. Nice high lunge, so you're going to pick up your left heel. Lean forward. Use a block if you need it. You can even put your hands on a chair. Standing splits, which for me is not standing splits at all. It's more like standing right angle or L. Take an inhale. Soften your right knee. Place your left foot by your right. Inhale halfway. Exhale chaturanga. So take a vinyasa if you would like. I'm taking a break here to take a drink of water. Take a moment in this down dog to check in with your body. How's it feeling? Just observe. Excellent. Inhale, flip your left leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Nice. This cannot be right. I don't think this is right. Breathe here. Warrior two. Sorry about that. Opening directly to warrior two. Yes, if any of you are my regular students, you're like, oh, there's the Mindy we know. Reverse inhale. Side angle, exhale. Tee out your arms, straighten your front leg. Walk in your foot a little if you want. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. And again, leaning back, reaching up. Low belly is nice and tight, and you always want to micro bend in your knee. It can be straight, but just a little softness. Breathe. Turn your palm forward, reach forward. And if it works in your body, press into those toes on the left leg. Reach your left hand forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take an inhale. Rotate the right rib cage back a little. And then reverse triangle. Reach back with the left hand. Yeah, really lengthen the left side of the body on your inhale. And on your exhale, come into warrior two. Flip your palm. Find your drishti, your focal point. Make your way into flying warrior. Pull your right toes back to your shin. Stack your hips. Soften your left knee and breathe. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, step it back. Reverse warrior one time. Coming back into that high lunge. Pick your right heel up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean forward. And then carefully make your way to some version of standing splits. Even if your leg is just here, even if your left leg is bent, it doesn't really matter. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, place your right foot by your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, put your knees on the mat. Yeah. Save this for closer to the end. Cow pose. Cat pose. Inhale, scoop the chest through the arms. Exhale, press your hands and knees into the mat. Inhale, drop your pelvic girdle forward, and exhale, tilt it backward. One more time, inhale, cow, and exhale for cat. And then come into neutral, so you have a nice neutral back and a nice strong core. Take your right hand forward and your left leg back for bird dog pose. Stay here, breathe. Fire up your core, front and back, belly and torso, or belly and back. Take an inhale, reach both directions equally, and then exhale, round elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. So really make that exhale forceful. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, keep going. That diaphragm as you exhale is pushing the air out of your lungs. Let's go 2 more times. And it's activating those deep inner muscles. Exhale. Inhale, reach out. Hold here. Take the right hand down. Kickstand your right foot. Open up into a modified version of a side plank. You can stay here or bend your foot, bend your knee, grab your foot, push your foot into your hand. A little back bend here. Look down to the floor. Look up to the ceiling. Nice. Gently reach out, so take your hand over your head and flex your foot. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, tap your foot and your hand together right in front of your belly button. Inhale, lengthen. 3 more times. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Try not to drop that foot down. 1 more time. Take an inhale here. Exhale, put your hand and your foot down. And right away. But actually, before we do that, I want you to take both hands carefully to the back of the mat. So 1 at a time or together. Give your wrists a little bit of a counter stretch. You can put the backs of your hands together. You can shake out. All right, when you're ready, left hand and right leg in bird dog pose. And another thing that can help you is if you press your hand into the mat and press the pads of the fingers into the mat, that's going to take some of the weight out of the heels of the hands. So turn that left hip down. Notice what muscles are working in your belly and your torso. And notice what muscles you can relax. Relax those facial muscles. Relax your right foot. Not much to relax. Take an inhale. Exhale, round. Pull the shin up higher. Inhale, reach. Bring the thigh upward and pull your elbow in. Inhale and exhale. Working the abdominal muscles using gravity, resisting gravity, is one of the best ways you can work. Let's do 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale, reach back out. Take your, oh my gosh, I did the wrong thing. I hope you guys were doing the opposite side. I was doing right hand, left leg. Okay, I should redo this whole video, but I'm not going to. So if you were doing your right hand, left leg again, do a few more of these on the other side. So sorry about that. Nice. You can just fast forward. All right, take your left hand down, kickstand that left foot, and open up. Lost my mind. Flex your foot. Nice modified side plank. Stay here or bend into your knee. Grab the foot. Push your foot into your hand. Open up the shoulder. Create a little extension in your spine. Look up to the ceiling. And look down. Nice, gently release. And then take your right hand over your head, flex your foot. So I'm going to just turn around to face this way. Here, go ahead and tap your toe and your hand together right in front of your abdomen. Inhale, keep that leg parallel to the floor. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more, big exhale. Inhale. Last time, tap. Last time, breath in. Look down, put your hand and your foot down, and shift back to child's pose. Knees wide. Take your hands forward. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, take your hands in front of you. Either stack your fists or put your forehead on your hands. Three more breaths here. Make your way to down dog. If you need to hang out in child's pose, you can push the pause button, or you can just let the video go on while you hang out and prepare and rest your body until you're ready to come back. Inhale, float your right leg up. Take your right knee to your right arm. Move it to the left arm. Back to center. Float your foot forward, take your knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. So hips are pressed forward and square, toes are relaxed. Nice, this is a really good hip flexor stretch. Take an inhale here. Exhale, place your hands down. See if you can shift back for half splits. Your knee and hip are close to stacked. And you want to fold like the letter V. You don't ever want to fold like this. Lengthen. Nice. Crawl forward. Plant your hands. Step back. Downward dog. Inhale, float your left leg up. Take your left knee to your left arm up really high. Move it over to the right. Then to the center, step through, take your right knee on the mat for Anjaneyasana. This is probably one of my most favorite of the yoga poses. Just feels nice and strong and stable. Pressing actively into your left foot, even pulling your heel back towards you a little. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Pull your knee or pull your toe back towards you. You can always double up your mat if you ever have sensitive knees, or grab a towel and fold it up. Nice. Crawl forward. Lift the right knee. Step back. Downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. On your exhale, float into a toe squat at the top of your mat. Yeah. If this bothers your feet, come directly into Malasana pose. Okay? Again, if you want to sit on a pillow here, you can. Otherwise, we're going to spend about 5 breaths in our toe squat. Your body should be in an L. Really strong core. This is really good for strengthening your feet, stretching your toes. Nice. So 2 choices here. You can come back into Malasana, and if you do that, you want your heels on and toes off the mat, so they're nice and wide, sitting on a block or just hanging out here. If you want to do crow pose, place your hands on the mat, lift your tush, bring your feet together. It's always important to look forward over the top of your mat. Get those knees all the way up into the triceps. Grab the mat with the pads of your fingers. Pull one foot up, maybe both. Pull the belly button in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Find some equanimity. And then you can float back or step back. Down dog. Walk your feet up to your hands. Let's take Padahastasana. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Slide your hands underneath your feet. And then push your toes down. If this doesn't work for you, just bring the backs of your hands together. Rotate your wrists. Again, this is more about the wrists than anything else. Let the head hang. Relax your neck. Nice, and you do want your feet to be a little further apart in this pose. 2 more breaths. And slowly release your hands. Take your hands to your hips with a flat back and bent knees. Inhale, come up to standing. Awesome. Let's take tree pose. That's pretty easy. So you're going to shift your weight to the right, pick up your left foot. I'm not mirroring you guys, so we'll be opposite. Nice. Bring your palms together. Stand nice and tall. Try to pull out of that hip girdle. Try to pull the ribs in. And then if you want to move your hands in tree, something that challenges your balance, feel free. Nice. And then bring your hands to prayer. Take that knee and bring it forward. Flex your foot. Stand tall. See if you can extend your leg out and hold it for 5, 4. Try not to lean back. 3, 2, a little higher. And take it down. Shake it out. What time is it? All right. Shift your weight to the other side. Put your sole of your foot into the inner leg, and really anywhere is fine, okay? As long as your heel isn't digging into your kneecap. Use pain as your guide. If it hurts, don't do it. Find a focal point. Find a way to surrender and soften in your balance poses. Relax. Nice. And then take that knee forward, hands to your hips. Flex your toes. Extend your leg out and hold it for 5. Don't lean back. 4, 3, ooh, cramp. 2, and push your foot by. Roll the shoulders around. Awesome. All right, back to the top of the mat. Big toes to touch or feet slightly separated. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, ride your breath down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, high plank. Coming to a forearm plank. Last hard thing we're going to do today. Walk your feet in dolphin pose. So you can have your knees bent as much as you want. Press your forearms into the mat, your hands and your elbows. Relax your head, but your head should be floating off the mat. And then gently walk your feet back out into your forearm plank. Breathe, take an inhale, and exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Take a little it's just a little baby back bend here, basically. I want you to take your hands wide, maybe off of your mat. And then just press up into a cobra type of a pose, but you have these long arms in a V. Lengthen your neck. Breathe. If you feel too much pressure or pain in your low back, feel free to back off and come all the way down. Clasp your hands behind you, lengthen your neck, point your toes back. Inhale, lift. Lift your chest, lift your arms, squeeze your glutes, fire up your toes. Inhale here, and exhale, come down. Put one cheek on the mat. If it would feel good to take your feet side to side, feel free. Nice. So airplane your arms out, put your chin or your nose on the mat. Same thing. Inhale, lift. So pretend like someone's pulling your hands back. Lengthen your neck. Breathe here. Take an inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, relax down. Other cheek on the mat. Nice. So you can do one of those again. Or take bow pose, pardon me. Floor bow. Bend your knees, grab the tops of your feet. If this hurts your knees, please don't do it. Flex your feet, and then press your feet into your hands. Lift them higher, stretch your shoulders, lengthen your neck. Take an inhale here, and exhale, come down. Nice. And then go ahead and press up into table pose. Breathe. Inhale, drop your belly a little. Exhale, only round just a little bit, almost just neutral. And then walk your hands back. Come up on your knees. So if you need to double up your mat here, you can do that. We're going to do one more back bend in camel pose. So in camel, I'm just going to go back to this way. Your knees are hip width apart, so your knees are right underneath your hips. We're going to do 2 camels. So take your hands back to the ilium, I think it is, that little crest of your pelvis. And you're actually going to pull your elbows back, your shoulders back. And you're going to use your own hands to push your hips forward. So let's just start with this gentle camel. You can keep your chin on your chest, or you can drop your head back. See if you can lift your sternum up. Someone has a string attached, and you're lifting up. One more inhale, and exhale very carefully. Just come back up to neutral. You can sit back onto your heels or just hang out here. Back extensions, again, are really, really good for your spine. Unless it's counterindicated, 1 or 2 back extensions in your practice is really nice. So you can prop your heels up here, reach down and grab your heels. If you don't need to do that, if you're real flexible back, which I don't, you can take your feet down. So either way, you're going to roll your shoulders, push your pelvis forward, stay here if you would like, or reach back for your heels, propped up or not, and then push the hips forward again. Lift the sternum, create an extension in your upper back. You're pushing your hips forward to support and get your low back out of this back bend. If you have your hands on your heels, put them back on your pelvis. Come all the way up. And then sit down. And notice how your back feels here. It should feel nice and spacious, like there's like you've grown an inch. And you never want to go, so I know you want to round and stretch that back, but you never want to go from big extension into full flexion. So just hang out here. Take a moment and think of some things you're grateful for. It's a weird, weird time, but I think we all can find things that we're grateful for. I'm grateful for my wonderful family and my beautiful house, and my health. That's what I'm grateful for. And my dog. Where is my dog? Awesome. All right. Go ahead and make your way into table pose. Actually, I'm going to give you 2 choices here. Go ahead and have a seat. Doesn't matter where you face. Let's do a figure 4 stretch for our hips. So you're going to do it one of 2 ways. You're either going to put your right ankle to your left knee and come down onto your back, reach through and pull your knee in. Now, if you have really tight hips, for some people, this might be enough. Or you can pull in, relax your head. If your head is far away from the mat, grab a little pillow or a blanket. You can always pause the video to go get props. If you have a little more flexible hips, take your right ankle to your left knee. and take a seated figure four. I'm going to do this way, so my both feet are on the mat. And then really lengthen and press your chest forward. So try not to round. Keep your awareness with your breath. Keep your awareness on the mat. Keep your awareness on muscles you're stretching. So we're here for about 5 more breaths. You can stay right where you are if you're seated. Otherwise, if you want to thread your elbows underneath, you can straighten this front leg, or this left leg, and take a seated pigeon. Maybe moving your legs side to side. Nice. Inhale, root down into your pelvic bones, sit up a little taller. And then on your exhale, go ahead and just release that leg. Grab the bottom of your foot or underneath your calf and straighten your leg. So if you do not have to have it all the way straight, okay? Bend it as much as you need to. Just stretching that hamstring. You can grab your foot if you have more flexible hamstrings, but try not to lean back. Try to sit up nice and tall. Really check in with your Ujjayi. If you use a calming, slow breath, your stretches will actually be more effective because you'll be more relaxed. So take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, cross your right knee over your left leg. You can keep this leg straight, or you can bend it and bring your left heel by your right glute. And then inhale, float your left hand up. Exhale, take a twist. Find some length on your inhale. Look over the shoulder on your exhale. For those of you who practice, if you want to bind, you can bind. Just soften here. If you're shaking in your stretches, it's too much. So just soften, relax, maybe even close your eyes. Find some gratitude for your breath, for the privilege of being able to practice yoga in your home. And then release your gaze forward, release the twist. And let's switch to the other side, left ankle to right knee. Sit up nice and tall. And again, even if you did the seated on one side, on this side your hips may be too tight, so feel free to either just come down here, you can gently press your knee, seated figure, supine figure four, or a seated figure four. I actually talk to my muscles. Think about the ones that are stretching, the ones that are tight, the ones that seem to be clutching, and just talk to them. Let go. Relax. You can stay here, or if you want to take that seated pigeon, feel free. Just sit up tall and stretch in a relaxed fashion. Two more long, slow breaths here. One more inhale. And on your exhale, release that leg wherever you are. If you were laying down, come back up and extend your leg. And I should have said this on the other side, but if this is really uncomfortable, even with a bent leg, even with your hands here, you can come down to your back and stretch your hamstring. You can also grab your big toe. It's however you want to do this here, but try to sit up nice and tall. There's almost always a modification for most yoga poses, or most of the more basic yoga poses. Take an inhale, maybe lengthen and stretch a little bit more. And on your exhale, cross your foot over. You can keep your legs straight or bring your right heel by your left glute. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Nice. One more breath in to lengthen, and a gentle deepening of your twist. Release your gaze forward and release your twist. Nice. Go ahead and take your both feet on the mat, hands forward, and we're going to roll down in 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down. Nice. So we're going to do a little bit different twist today. You can see me. I want you to take your right ankle to your left knee, and then you're going to knock your left knee over to the left, and just see if you can put your foot flat on the floor, your right foot flat on the floor. Right, so this right knee is up, your left leg is down with your outer left thigh on the floor, and your right foot, the ankle is right on that, right not on the knee, but right by the knee. And then tee out your arms if that feels good. You can look to the right if that feels good. This is more of a twist in the low back, a very gentle twist in your lumbar spine. And for the last 3 or 4 breaths, if you want to self-assist, you can take your right hand and gently push your leg out just a little. You should feel that in the outer hip here, just a gentle stretch. Nice. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, take your hands out again. Bring your legs back up, and switch left ankle to right knee. Drop your right leg out so that your outer edge of your right foot and the right leg is on the floor or the mat. And then your left heel is right by your right knee. Try to relax the muscles around your hips here. Relax the muscles in your shoulders. Try to relax the muscles in your face. And then for the last few breaths, if you want to reach and just gently press your knee out, you can do that. One more inhale and exhale. Gently bring both legs up. Bring your knees in. Give your knees a squeeze, but press them straight down instead of bringing them in toward your face, at least right now. So straight down. Make some circles in one direction and circles in the other direction. If you need to grab anything for Shavasana, a towel to put over your eyes, a long sleeve shirt, a blanket, anything, a blanket for under your knees. I want you to be super comfortable. We're going to spend a few minutes in Shavasana. So pause and grab whatever you need. And when you are ready, come back to this shape. And then take an inhale. And on your exhale, round your spine. Pull your forehead to your knees. Give yourself the biggest squeeze of love and gratitude. I'm so grateful that you are here to practice with me. Extend your legs. Extend your arms. If you want to take another shape for Shavasana, you can. I'm going to turn off the lights. You can also come up for seated meditation. But we'll be here for 3 or 4 minutes, and if you want to be here longer, you can just stop the video and stay as long as you'd like. Take a slow inhale and a soft exhale. One more time while staying perfectly still. Breathe in and open your mouth and let the air go. Start to move your body, beginning with the fingers and the toes, moving into the wrists and the ankles, moving your arms and your legs. When you're ready, reach over your head to give yourself a full body stretch. And then carefully bring your feet to the mat and your knees in. Rolling to the side if that feels dominant to you. And up to seated, maybe even keeping your eyes closed and using body awareness. Sit up tall. Take one hand to your heart and then cover that hand with your other hand. It is so easy right now to go in to the rabbit hole of self-pity, of anxiety, and of worry. So take this time to be grateful for the privilege of moving your body, for the privilege of being in your warm house with food, and for the privilege of being loved. Bring your palms together with your thumbs at your heart. Let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale. Taking your thumbs to your third eye. The light in me salutes the light in every one of you. Namaste. Nice. Thank you. Thanks for coming. There are other videos posted here, and while we're quarantined or self-isolating, I'll be posting more. If there's something you want, let me know. If there's a type of practice, not a type of practice, but some poses that you want to see, or something special that you would like me to focus on, please either, if you know my email or my phone number, text me. Otherwise, message me on YouTube. Thanks.